Press, thank you for being here, and to all of our friends, pro-life friends, thank you so much for being here. Representative Adams, Representative Dr. Johnson, Colonel Godfrey, my colleagues, thank you for being here. This press conference, one of the goals of this press conference is to show Ohioans the strong united front that many people in the pro-life community have across the state. In particular, I want to stress that I hear constantly from my constituents and from others around the state who I talk to about House Bill 125, the people back home who are pro-life love House Bill 21 because it will save babies. And most of them aren't lawyers. Most of them maybe aren't sophisticated about how a bill becomes law, but they're pro-life and they're for the bill. It has been a privilege to work on this bill on many fronts, but one of those, this legislation has attracted some of the top lawyers, some of the top scholars in the country who have studied this bill, who have crafted this bill, who have put together a piece of legislation that they believe and we believe has at least the opportunity to be upheld by the federal courts. But even if it's not, every battle that we've fought in the state, the pro-life movement, that we won on eventually, had a tough road to go. So this bill, it's soundly supported by the constituents that all of us represent back home in the pro-life community. And we'd like to turn this press conference over to Janet.
Sure. Representative Watchman, thank you. We are grateful for your leadership. I want to let our representative speak in just a second. I just wanted to make a point out this sign here that represents nearly 100 leaders, local and state and national groups that stand united behind the Heartbeat Bill. By the way, just a reminder, I can pull out my driver's license if y'all want, but Faith to Action, which is the organization I work with, is Ohio-based, just so you know, Ohio-based organization. The people all here are from Ohio. They are from the various pro-life chapters from around the state. We had so many that we had, I think, 12 names added on this list before we could even get it done. We had this morning, Guernsey County and Butler County, Right to Life, add their names. Congressman Steve Chabot, as I mentioned. We see more unity behind this bill than any bill that I have ever worked on, and I've been in the pro-life movement a very long time. It has been said that this bill won't save a single life. Well, there is not a single scenario under which this bill will not save lives. There are 5 ways this bill will save lives. Number one is the publicity, just getting the information out that this being in the womb, this baby has a beating heart. As women hear about that, as they see the ultrasounds, as you all play the images that are from the committee hearings, women are finding out that information and lives may already be saved. The second way it's going to save lives is that if it's upheld, we'll see what Dr. Wilkie said is 95% of the children in Ohio who would otherwise be aborted saved from abortion. The third way, if only part of this bill is upheld, if only the informed consent provision of the Heartbeat Bill is upheld, that means women will be informed about the presence of their baby's heartbeat and lives will be saved. The fourth way, we're looking at how, let's just say this bill is struck down entirely. What's great about it is Representative Washington made sure there was a trigger clause in here so that if a court ruling comes on another day, a better ruling is going to bring this back to life and babies' lives will be saved. And the fifth way, well, we already know there are 7 states who are lining up behind us. We heard from Oklahoma, Georgia Right to Life, North Dakota Right to Life, Texas. We heard from Louisiana. So many states now say we want to follow Ohio's lead, something we've seen in the past. It was in 1995 when we passed the nation's first ban on partial birth abortion, and there were people who were making arguments saying, you know what, it's not going to go anywhere because the bill got struck down. What a waste. How terrible is this? Well, the fact of the matter is we now don't know the rest of the story. Is that 30 states followed Ohio's lead, and what happened was the Supreme Court took the Nebraska version, and then the Supreme Court took the congressional version of our law, and the Supreme Court 12 years later said yes. So if you want to count heads on the Supreme Court, and we realize from 1995 to 2007 it was a 12-year battle to get to our victory. I don't think there's anybody in this room who knows who's going to be on the court in 12 years. This is a battle. We're in it for the long run. But after 38 years of killing children, the time to protect them is now. It's a show of unity. I want to let everybody come to the podium and introduce themselves, but I'd like to do start with the representatives. Representative Adams was involved, and Doctor, if you'd like to come up, I'd like to give you a chance to say a few words. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. I'll be quick. Representative John Adams. You know, I've heard a lot, pros and cons. It is our duty. It's our duty to see to it that this bill passes in the House, gets out of committee and passes in the House. As a representative, it's our duty to make sure we represent our constituents, as Mr. Watchman said, and that is what we're going to do. And I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad to be working with Lynn Watchman, and it's going to happen. I feel positive this is going to happen. Thank you.
Representative Terry Johnson, 89th District. This is a bill that is strongly supported by my home constituents. The Scioto County Right to Life stand uniform in their support of the bill. I'm an osteopathic physician, and I took an osteopathic oath when I began practicing medicine. In that oath, I swore to protect life, and I take that very seriously. Those that are helpless, the elderly, and the unborn, I think, are the most vulnerable. And of course, this bill addresses the unborn. Taking care of ladies who are pregnant. I listen to fetal heart tones. You know, I've delivered babies. I actually have experience with that aspect of it. I will stand firm in my support of the sanctity of life. This bill does a great job of that. And as far as, you know, whether this bill has a chance of becoming a law, and whether or not, when it's a law, whether it will be struck down or not, I could care less. This is the right thing to do, and I'm 100% behind it, and I'm proud to stand with these good people.
My name's Representative Danny Buck. I represent the 88th House District, Adams, Brown, and Claremont County. And I tell you, it's great to be here today. You know, there are other issues that are going on here at the State House. A lot of folks up here visiting and voicing their concerns with legislation and so forth, but I couldn't be prouder to be in this room with all these individuals, great Americans that care about their country and care about life. And I think if you go back to our founding fathers, all through the history of this nation, there have been people that went before that have said, you know what, the most important thing is life. And it's good to be here, good to share with all these folks, and I'm just honored that Lynn Watchman, despite a lot of the verbal abuse and adversaries against him, came forward with this bill and is moving the ball down the field, so to speak. And I'm not worried about the concerns of constitutionality. There are folks been looking at this and they are okay with it. And whatever we do, I think God would be pleased that we're trying to save lives. And if we save one life as a result of our efforts here today, I'm glad to be a part of it.
What we can do is work our way over from the right side. Linda, if you want to come. Linda is, I'm not to steal her thunder, but she's actually one of 4 past presidents of Ohio Right to Life who supports the heartbeat bill. She's been in the movement since the 70s, and we're glad to have you. We'll just work our way around.
Thank you.
And then we'll take questions.
Thanks so much. I just want to express my gratitude to everybody who's here. We've got a whole pile of people from Northwest Ohio. I'm proud of all of them. Lots of them have been working in this movement for a long time. I got a call in the mid-70s from Dr. Jack Wilkie, who heard that I was doing a few of his presentations in the high schools and with some of the teachers in our area. I got a call saying, Linda, do you think that you would like to be on the Ohio Right to Life board? And I thought, I don't know. You know, I was in my mid-20s, I had 1 child, and I made my way during the wintertime down to Zanesville for my first Right to Life meeting, and met with Dr. Jack Wilkie. I was just sold the moment I got there. Dr. Wilkie sat down with my husband and I and said, you know, Linda, do you think that you and your husband would be willing to spend about 10 years working on this issue? Because if we can give it 10 years, we should be able to turn this around. And my husband and I in our 20s thought, 10 years, are you kidding me? 10 years is a long time. But we sat back and thought, you know, it would be worth the effort, so let's go for it. And we did. And the 10 years went by, and 20, and 30, and we're getting close to 40. And for the first time with all the legislation that we have passed in the state of Ohio, this is the very first time that we are going to attend to stopping a killing of the babies. This is an awesome time for us. And so I would just say thank you so much for being here, because we are offering to our United States Supreme Court an engraved invitation to overturn Roe, and I am privileged to be a part of it. Thank you so much.
I'm Elaine Ford from Newark, Ohio, Northwest Ohio, and I'm unified in the heartbeat bill, and I kind of have 2 surprise grandchildren, and thank God they're here because it's a blessing.
My name is Christy Ressler. I'm 18 years old and a senior in high school, and I'm the president of the Fostoria Teens for Life, and I'm also representing the Fostoria Right to Life, and I'm here to essentially say that we stand united behind the heartbeat bill.
My name is Dave Banzak. I'm the Education Director for Clark County Right to Life. I'm a retired engineer and currently an adjunct professor at Clark State Community College. But most importantly, I am known as Pat's husband, Pat Banzak. We back House Bill 78, House Bill 79, and House Bill 63. And also we back House Bill 125, the Heartbeat Bill. As stated by former Archbishop Daniel Clark this weekend, anything that limits the destruction of life, I'm for. I agree with this statement. A vote for House Bill 125 is a pro-life vote. Let the unborn speak with their hearts.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joe Weiner. I'm a retired engineer. And I see over here that we have Exhibit A. Anyway, Ohioans are compassionate people. Let anyone see somebody in an accident that still has a heartbeat, and we call 911 and get the rescue people out to rescue him. I ask that we extend this further to the womb so that the little babies can see and feel and be in God's good earth. I also want to say that anybody who is here or away should go up to their mother and father and say to them, "Thank you, Mom and Dad, for having me." Thank you.
My name is Julie Busby. I am a board member at Ohio Right to Life, and I strongly support the Heartbeat Bill, along with other Ohio Right to Life board members. As has been mentioned, Dr. Wilkie, one of the founders of the National Right to Life movement. This bill alone, if passed, according to Ohio Department of Health statistics from 2008 on abortion, would save 26,000 lives alone just in this state, and I think that's something that everybody can get behind. Thank you.
I'm Marsha Holman, and I represent Aspen Life, which has been around since '74, so we've been in it for a long haul too, and we stand behind the Heartbeat Bill.
I'm Noreen Moss. I'm from Findlay, Ohio. I've been president of Ohio Right to Life Political Action Committee in the past and currently an active member of the Political Action Committee here in Columbus. I am an RN, graduated from Grant Hospital School of Nursing a few years ago. I am also founding member and president of the Women's Resource Center in Findlay, Ohio, which is a women's pregnancy center for unplanned pregnancies. I am an RN and I'm a hospice RN. And I just ask right now that we're showing a united front for this Heartbeat Bill. As I expressed in my testimony a couple of weeks ago, being a hospice nurse, I see patients die nearly daily, and that is determined by the absence of a heartbeat. And I just pleaded to the legislatures that we at least bestow life when the heartbeat can be detected. And we just want to stand here and show unity for that. Thank you.
I'm Sue Hurley, the president of Preble County Right to Life, and I support this heartbeat bill and hope that you do too. Our babies need a chance.
Hi, I'm Vicki Burris. I'm with the American Family Association in Tupelo, Mississippi, and we support the heartbeat bill.
Bill Burris, President of Citizens for Community Values and also board member of the Family Research Council Action. I can't think of a better bill. We've passed some bills. We changed the state constitution to protect marriage, but life is what it's all about. We're here to support the heartbeat bill.
Hello, I'm Rochelle Heidelbach from Hancock County Right to Life, and I'm here on behalf of all post-abortive women who truly regret their decision. We back this heartbeat bill, and we stand united here, whether there's just one of us or there's actually millions of us in this nation. We need to pass this bill today, not tomorrow, today.
Good morning, my name is Caitlin Evans. I am an EMT and I work with heartbeats every day. I'm also a member of Columbus Right to Life and I support the heartbeat bill. I stand united with the people behind me for HB 125.
Good morning, I'm Mary Jo Enneking. I'm from Troy, Ohio. I belong to Miami County Right to Life. Last year, in 2006, 128 Miami Countyans were killed by an abortion, and I'm for House Bill 125.
Good morning, Seth Morgan, former state representative and current member of the Dayton Right to Life board. Stand united with these folks as we shared some of these at press conference in Dayton as well. Ronald Reagan said we should paint in bold colors rather than pale pastels. In many cases, I think the effort of life has been approached from a regulatory manner. We certainly would support those efforts to regulatory manners to curb abortions. But there also comes a time when we must outright challenge the legality of the taking of innocent life. And this is one of those moments. To predetermine the court outcome is not a sound strategy. So I'm grateful for these leaders and grateful to be playing a small part in the effort.
I'm Lori Byers. I'm the Executive Director of Family First. We're a social and fiscal conservative political action committee. We stand united with the folks here in support of House Bill 125, the heartbeat bill. I work a lot with the grassroots, and I can tell you that the grassroots pro-lifers all over Ohio are so excited about this bill. And it's something that we've waited 2 decades for. It's time. It's now.
I'm Chris Posey from Bascom, Ohio, with the Bascom Right to Life, and I fully support this heartbeat bill. Thank you.
Good morning. Former State Representative Linda Reidelbach. My husband and I, our pro-life friends and neighbors, stand united with all of these people on the list. We stand united with the pro-life community to support the heartbeat bill. This bill is a bill that is pro-woman. It is pro-woman. The portion of the bill that requires the woman be informed of the heartbeat of her child, they can no longer say that it is a blob of tissue, which I don't see if they can still say that anyway. But with the heartbeat, the mother carrying the child will know that she has a living child inside of her, undeniably with a heartbeat. That alone will save babies and save the mothers the heartbeat, the heartbreak of going through an abortion. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Diane Horvath. I'm with Warren County Right to Life. We don't question supporting the heartbeat bill, we only question that it's taken this long. We're way overdue to support a bill of this kind. Now is the time. If we can't get a fundamental issue like this, then we're not going to get anything else right in our state or in our nation.
Good morning, my name is Bobby Raddick, and I'm the State Director for Concerned Women for America.
We are a national organization, and we also have a state affiliates throughout the United States. And all of our state affiliates are excited about this bill. It's to see what Ohioans are going to do. And we stand united behind this bill. Our president last week came in to testify about the constitutionality of it. And I want to just leave you with this. It's never the wrong time to do the right thing.
Good morning. We are Lauren and Danielle Green. We're from Findlay, Ohio, in Northwest Ohio. And I have been involved in Right to Life since I think I was Lauren's age or younger. And I just have to say that not only us, but every pro-life person that I talk to, not only are we united behind the heartbeat bill, but we are excited about it. We want to save babies, don't we? Yeah.
I'm Paula Westwood. I'm the Executive Director of Right to Life of Greater Cincinnati. It's the largest Right to Life chapter in the state. It's also the birthplace of Ohio Right to Life in the 70s before it was moved to Columbus. We are excited about this bill. Our board is totally united behind it, and we will do anything we can to reverse it, to reverse Roe v. Wade, and we believe this is the bill to do it. You know, the Dred Scott decision was a Supreme Court decision that legalized slavery in this country, but it was proved to be bad law. The heartbeat bill is going to prove that Roe v. Wade is bad law and that abortion is an assault on women and their babies.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Barry Sheets. I'm the Executive Director of the Institute for Principled Policy. Our organization and our supporters stand united with Representative Lynn Watchman, who we thank from the depths of our heart, the other 49 House members who have co-sponsored House Bill 125, and the members of the House Health Committee, which tomorrow will vote House Bill 125 to the floor of the Ohio House of Representatives. It is time for us to stand for life. Thank you.